Yo, what is up, guys? I just got this lighthearted, quick discussion video regarding my voice. Have you ever been in a situation or you ever heard your own voice and you tell yourself, "Oh my God, I do not like my voice," and that's me. I don't like the sound of my own voice, especially when I hear it on recording. I don't know why that is. I just don't. Sometimes I ask myself when I make my videos and look back at my videos and ask myself, is it my voice that turns some people off? Because sometimes I feel like that's what it is, especially when I have a bad habit of elongating my words. Sometimes it's crazy. But I guess it's one of those things that I just have to come to terms with. And so, yeah. Let's get to the point. When I piss people off in a video, or somebody just wants to take lighthearted jabs at me, one or the other, they will refer to me as sounding like Cleveland. The black guy that's a friend of Peter Griffin from the Family Guy. Yeah, they say I sound like Cleveland. You can tell me in the comment section below if you agree with that, if I actually sound like Cleveland. I know I have a little country accent in me, and I definitely kind of like sound like them when I elongate my words, like say a word and stretch it out for whatever reason is a bad habit that I can't shake. But yeah, you can share that. So there was a collab that I did with Fear on his channel, and someone was was pissed off about what I was saying and said a lot of discouraging things. I don't know all the details because my boy Fear didn't tell me all the details, but he definitely mentioned the fact that dude was trying to take a jab at me by saying I sound like Cleveland. But wouldn't that be kind of like a compliment? Because I sound like a daggum character that everyone knows about, right? And I could just say I wish I got that Cleveland money, right? Yeah, I wish I got that Cleveland money. Cleveland Brown. You know what I mean? It would have been nice, but I don't got that. And some people just use it as a lighthearted joke, and I laugh at it too, because sometimes I hear my voice and I'm like, you know what? I guess I do kind of sound like Cleveland. And I don't make a big deal about it because it's whatever. Why would I get pissed off about that? It's not that serious. So I don't know, man. I just wanted to talk about that and share my thoughts about it. Sometimes when I look at that, and I look at that as a content creator, and I ask myself, does that negatively impact who I am? And I'm like, well, when it comes to my channel anyway, and I'm like, well, it could be a yes, it could be a no. Because sometimes I feel like my personality doesn't necessarily match the community that I'm making content for, but I can't change who I am. It's something I have to accept. And as a content creator, sometimes you have to tell yourself, if some people think you're trash, well, one man's trash could be another man's treasure. So I guess part of this discussion is just motivation, right? Because it's hard being a smaller content creator. It really is. And you're just out here trying to make content, trying to find your place, that thing that works for you, that thing that makes people appreciate you for you. And that's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're first starting out. And it can be frustrating at times because of the fact that you have to have tough skin and deal with the criticisms that comes with posting content, especially if you share an opinion that can more than likely piss some other people off. Because let's face it, when it comes to YouTube, if your opinion does not meet the expectations of another person, or your opinion goes against someone else's, some people will go out of their way to really put you down, and that's something you have to accept. You can't take it too seriously because, first of all, this is a random person. Why would you let that piss you off or discourage you? Because if you do, you might as well just stop making content, because that comes with the territory. You have to deal with that. And I've been dealing with it ever since I started doing content. You know, it's frustrating that it can be frustrating that people treat you like that, but I mean, that's just human nature, unfortunately. You know, I always tell people all the time, I'm a human, but yet when I look at humans, I find humans to be far more destructive than animals, right? Because animals only do things by instinct. They don't hate the other animal. They don't take anything personally. They're just following their instincts to survive. But when it comes to humans, it's far more than that. I mean, look at where we are today with all of the hatred and people hating one another because of their ethnicity or their gender or the color of their skin, despite the fact that we're all exactly the same inside. You know, we all have blood, we all have the same body parts with the exception of the genitalia area, but you know what I mean. It's an unfortunate thing, you know, and humans can really put one another down to the point where you have other people willing to wreck themselves because they can't take it. I don't know how I got into a conversation like this. I guess it just comes down to handling criticism. And I guess that boiled over because I was talking about how somebody tried to insult me by calling me Cleveland Brown. But for all of you out there that's doing content creation and you're struggling through that, hey, tough it out, find your niche, and have fun with it. And don't underestimate the destructive nature of mankind. Just because somebody befriends you, don't automatically say, oh, this person got my back. It's not that simple. just be careful of that. Just have fun with your content. Don't let others control you, and do things the way you want to do it so that you enjoy your content. Because you know what? What's the point of having a channel if you don't do things the way you want to do it? So I guess that's all I have to say in this video. And hey, you guys have a super awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video or live stream. Whatever type of content I meet you at, I can't wait to see you or hear from you or comment with you. Peace and God bless, and you guys have an absolute wonderful day. Bye-bye.